Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to give you my rundown thoughts of MXM, or Master X Master by NCSoft. It's their newest MOBA, and I already made a Smack Talk video and a stream highlight video about the game, but I wanted to kind of give my official rundown about the game. So overall, I think the game is really fun, and I've played a lot of just awful, awful MOBAs that have been in development, and they're bad. They're really bad, and this one isn't. This one's actually really fun, and I would say, like, compared to even Here's the Storm, a title by Blizzard, a massive company that has huge IPs, it's even better than that game, I would say, just from the gameplay perspective. There are some things I don't like, and I'll talk about that later. But kind of going into it, I love the swap tactic. If any of you have played Tekken Tag Tournament, that was something I really liked about that game. You know, you can let your guy recover while he's in the option, or he has a completely different play style, or he has a different option, or you can create unique combos. So I found that this was a unique thing. Like, Here's the Storm tried to be unique by getting rid of items and doing talents and creating all these weird maps. This game, I find, did it way better. They knew, you know what, let's do like 3v3s and 5v5s and all that, but let's have it the same structure as other MOBAs, but let's actually change up the gameplay mechanic. Let's add tagging, you know? So, and it's a really good system, and it's actually really refreshing to play, and it makes it very interesting how you play team fights, how you avoid CC, how you avoid ultimates, how you do duels, because you can be down, you know, you can be a lower level than a guy, but you can still win if you play better. This game really rewards, I think, skill going into it. Of course, there's people are gonna complain and say, "Oh, there's a balancing issue," but this game definitely has something that I found Heroes of Storm really lacked, is that this game really, really rewards skilled players and smart play. So overall, nice job. Another thing I like is the objectives of the game. I find that they're just like very good and also important. A thing that I always found that was really frustrating with Heroes of Storm is, you know, the vision game just sucked. This has wards. This has vision shrines. You know, there's all these dynamic things that you can do to control vision. You have to control these objectives. You know, there's titans, there's titan shards, there's altars. I think they did a really good job with that. So it's like, I think they, on the map layout and also the setup, I think they did a really good job. I think they know what a MOBA is on the gameplay perspective, and I think they executed that very well. So NCSoft, good job, my boys. That was sick. That was nice. But going forward, things that really, I think, harm the game, and I think why it won't be successful in the West. I think this game can definitely just succeed in Korea and also other Eastern countries out there, just in general. I think the problem that this game really, really struggles with is its menu system and kind of what it is. So a thing that this game does is it does something that it's ambitious, but it's also, I think, I like it. I think they do a lot of ambitious things with this game. For how long it's been in development, they try to add a PvE system. The problem occurs, though, is when they try to balance a PvE economy with a PvP economy, right? So what I'm saying by that is NCSoft has a ton of different MMORPGs. They have all these different, you know, material, crafting systems, all that, and they bring that all here. And so you have all these different currencies, all these different crafting materials, all these things to unlock new heroes and all that. But it becomes such a time sucker that you have to actually play PvE and PvP to have access to everything. That kind of sucks, because if you don't want to spend money, you just want to be a PvP monster, then you have to deal with that. But if you don't play PvP, then it's really hard to unlock nodes, right? Which are runes, so it makes it hard to do the PvE stuff. You have to do both. And that just becomes a time crunch. And that's something that really frustrates me in games. I always like games I know a lot of other people do too, where it's not a time crunch. It's okay, if I want to get better at this game, I'll play a lot, but I don't like need to play all the time. That was even a problem for me in League of Legends, that you had to unlock all those runes and all that. Uh, by that, that's kind of frustrating. In this game, it's like not only do you have to unlock all these runes, you need to unlock all these characters through specific achievements, because you can't just get them with soft currency. You have to either spend hard currency, which is money, or spend soft currency, which is not the normal soft currency. There's multiple soft currencies, by the way, to get the the boss, or to get the characters. Like the guy you see right now, the stone guy, I had to play 10 games with a specific character. Let's be honest, that's the easiest of the ones. Some of them you have to play like 20 matches in a stage arena just to unlock them, and then you need to do weapon upgrades. There's just so much stuff to do on the material sites, and that's actually what made a lot of the buddies I wanted to play the game with, and I invited to play the game with, stop playing the game after 2 days into their playing of it. It's just very frustrating for them, because they come in, let's say you've never played this style of game before, or you've never played NCSoft MMORPGs, and even if you have played those types of games before, the really frustrating mechanic comes in that it's so hard to learn all of that. It's so hard, and in my opinion, it's pretty ridiculous that it is that way. And that's actually why they just gave up. They said, man, there's so many different currencies, things I need to track, and it's really hard. Another thing that really frustrated me, and this a lot of the complaints I have are outside of the gameplay. It is like the menu navigation and the currency and like getting stuff in the game that just makes people shy away, and the queuing system and all that. That is just man, I don't even know how like this got by on their team, but their node system, which is their rune system, which is similar to League, but they do something that really frustrates me. You need more unique pages for all these characters. You need very unique pages for all these characters, but the problem occurs is that when you try and make all these unique pages, you need to get individual runes for each of your characters. It's like, holy shit, is all I can say, really. It's like, really? You have to do all of that work? And so certain characters are only strong, and you're more motivated to play those characters than not try new characters, I find. A lot of the time. I try to make GIMP pages, but it doesn't work. And what I mean by you can only use nodes per page. So if I buy a super powerful rune, right? In League, anyone has access to that page. In this game, only one page has it. And if you are not acclimated to that specific rune page, you get a penalty. So those stats don't really go towards you. You actually get a minus. So yowzer, like that's just a problem in itself. There's so many times where I was playing with gimped pages that my guys had negative stats on certain aspects, and I was like, okay, that's just lame. So overall, the currency system and the node system, or the rune system in this game, it's just, since they're trying to balance between PvE and PvP and make it so players have to do both, and that the people have to use the economy of both to buff things on both systems, you hit a lot of issues. You can't be a one or the other kind of guy. You have to be both. Alright, another thing that really frustrated me about this game, and I just don't even understand, a lot of the footage is lag free. It is beautiful, you see things react. Oh yeah, I was even just talking with some of the people that were playing this game, and even people that were I was streaming, and I was talking with them. There is so many lag problems in this game. The footage shows no lag in the actual gameplay, but the servers are ass. They are ass. They are just bad. I don't know what it is, but some reason my lowest ping in this game is 120, but that's not even the problem. the queue times are so long because a lot of the players have left that I'm queuing into Asian servers or Asian players. And there's a lot of desync issues where people are teleporting around. You think you jump on the high ground, you didn't, you lose your stamina, you end up dying. There's just numerous problems like that. You think you cast an ability, but you didn't. It goes on and on. This list is just, oh my goodness. It actually really ruins the game because one of the things that I just hate most is just lag. And this game is chocked full of it. It's just, I am baffled that this got through, and it really ruins the gameplay. And there's a lot of players that have been doing it, and some of them have even told me that they do it on purpose, where they're from Korea and what they'll do is they'll queue into games and they'll go into a North American server and they'll do that and they'll play specific characters like 2 stealth characters or something along those lines. And since they know there's a sync issue with the game, like they'll punish or kill players because they can't react appropriately or effectively against them. It's such a common issue in this game that I just don't know how it flew by, especially for how long this game has been in development. That needs to be fixed. Like, reduce ping, don't make it desync. Like, I've always appreciated in games when there's lag. If they're lagging, only let them be lagging. I prefer server-based things, not peer in general, because when these things occur, people can really abuse the system by lag switching, and it's retarded. It's very unfun, and it really kills the moment and the game, and especially how this moment is always about the reactions, to be honest, because you need to be on point. You need to be so fast when you do your swaps, when you time your abilities, when you have your heals and your abilities reacting to team fights. These matches are short, they are hectic, they're really fun. This is this is gonna be my closing statement. This is what Heroes of the Storm should have been. Heroes of the Storm was saying we're fast, we're hectic, we're a lot of team fighting. This game does that. These matches are 25 minutes long or less if you win very quickly. Oh god, like, this game just did everything better than Heroes of the Storm. It kept the essence of good objective play in its thing. I'm bouncing back to the positive because I actually like the essence of this game, believe it or not, even though I'm complaining about stuff. Like, the essence of this game is actually really good, but they just messed it up. They messed it up, and I just know if they just did a decent currency system, if they fix the server lag, I think the game would be far more popular, especially if they marketed it out. This game is very good, and I highly suggest people actually try it out for now and in the beta. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do it because I really can't stand the lag. I'm getting used to the currency, even though I think it's retarded, but really, like, the lag is becoming the killer for me in this game, and I don't know how much longer I can handle it. I might just lose my marbles. But until then, guys, thank you for listening about my talk about MXM, things I liked and things I didn't like, and just my overall rundown of the game so far. So until then, guys, thank you for watching the videos. I'll be trying to make more content. I might make another MXM video. I'm not sure. I do enjoy this game for what it is, but it's hard to hold on. It's hard to hold on for this game. So until then, guys, thank you for watching the video. Please like it and share it with your friends. And also subscribe. I like making content. I like hearing back from you guys. You guys are awesome. That's why I do it. You guys are the best. So until then, farewell.